Hello and one and all, and welcome back to yet another movie review. And this time I shall be reviewing the newest MCU film in this series, the latest one. Also, the fourth Thor film. It's the first time a solo character in the MCU has had a fourth movie, and that being Thor Love and Thunder, which is once again directed by Taika Waititi. Hope I pronounced his name right, who also directed Thor Ragnarok. Once again stars Chris Hemsworth as Thor. You also have Natalie Portman, Christian Bale, Tessa Thompson, a bunch of other people in this movie. And guys, I'm sorry that this review is pretty late. I saw this in Galway. I was on holiday because my parents love holidays and I just have to respect it. And I love it too. And you know, that's just part of life, which does come before social media and YouTube anyway. Stuff that you like to do in your spare time. And this is no job for me anyway, YouTube. I don't think so anyway. But anyways, moving along. So, I've been debating whether or not I should do a similar video on this movie as I did with the series Obi-Wan Kenobi, because I felt like I was watching half a good thing and half a bad thing. I kind of see the same with Thor Love and Thunder, honestly. But we'll get to my thoughts with the Thor movies before we go straight into Thor Love and Thunder. The first Thor, directed by Kenneth Branagh. I still think that's an underrated gem. Like, not enough people love Thor. I wouldn't say I absolutely love it, but I do think it's great. I enjoy it quite a bit. I think you know, Loki was just a great villain. I think Kenneth Branagh did that film extremely well. That's one of his best films, in my opinion. And I think Kenneth Branagh does have potential being a great director. Thor being a good one. For him, by far the most underrated MCU film. Then we have Thor the Dark World, which wasn't great, to say the least. Then you also have Thor Ragnarok, which I love Thor Ragnarok. You know, ever since back it came out in 2017, it is one of my favorite MCU films. I rewatched it lately on the IMAX edition on Disney Plus, and I still do. I think I might love it even more, and it's in my top 10 MCU films. I love that film to bits. So I was very excited to see what Thor Love and Thunder would be like, despite the fact that people have been very off and on with Phase 4, just like with the Star Wars sequel trilogy. But I did find some good things with Thor Love and Thunder. First of all, let's start with the cast. Chris Hemsworth is giving his all. He's still great as Thor. You know, no one can replace Thor. And Natalie Portman does actually get something to do here. You know, this is her best time she's been as Jane Foster, who's also Mighty Thor in this movie. Like, whenever I got to see, I was like, yep, very interested to see where this goes. And you also have Christian Bale, who plays the villain, Gore the God, who I thought was a very, very good villain. Unfortunately, he's not in it as much as I hoped he would be. But for the screen time he had, he was really, really good. And Taika Waititi, I know I'm bad at pronouncing this, but who plays Korg, he's still great as Korg. Tessa Thompson is great, even though she isn't in it too much. She's fine here. And you also do get the Guardians of the Galaxy in this movie. Don't expect there to be a lot of Guardians of the Galaxy, because this is a Thor movie. Even though we all know what happens after in Avengers Endgame. But whenever the Guardians of the Galaxy are on screen, they are generally great. And the action, I thought, was pretty well done. Like, with the Guns N' Roses music, the way it is handled was pretty good. You know, you have Welcome to the Jungle, Sweet Child of Mine. Whenever I was hearing Sweet Child of Mine from the trailer, I was just like, oh, this is going to be something interesting. And it was, you know. And Russell Crowe's character, the scene that he's involved in, I thought was pretty hilarious. And this isn't really a spoiler. I don't consider this a spoiler at all. You get to see Thor's butt. There you go. As far as pros go, that's pretty much all I have with Thor Love and Thunder. This is not as good as Thor Ragnarok, unfortunately. And heck, I even like the first Thor film better than this. But this is certainly better than Thor The Dark World, which I don't think is a bad movie, but it's just not a good movie at all, to say the least. One of the weakest MCU films. Just, Phase 4 has potential, like, with Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings and Spider-Man No Way Home, I kind of neck with those movies because those movies are so good. Like, they are without doubt the two best films of Phase 4, you know. And Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which I like more than Thor Love and Thunder, was a fun time too. Phase 4 has potential, even though it does have its weaker films, Black Widow and Eternals. And it has weak aspects, you know. Falcon Winter Soldier I thought was fine. Miss Marvel, one you're thinking, it's alright. I don't want to review Miss Marvel, but if you're wondering what I thought it was fine. I didn't really find that invested with Miss Marvel. It's alright. But there are aspects about Thor Love and Thunder that had me confused, like the script needed a lot of work. It really just needed a lot of work. There wasn't enough aspects that I've explained properly. Of course, it's spoiler, and I don't want to ruin it for you. But overall, guys, Thor Love and Thunder, I think, is okay at best. You know, it has its moments. You know, I don't flat out hate this, as you would see a lot of people do. I mean, this has a 67% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I would probably go slightly lower than that. But I mean, this movie, just Phase 4 does have potential. You know, it's doing its best, just like what the sequel trilogy of Star Wars did. You know, it started off pretty well, but then you have a different director who has a completely viewpoint on other aspects. Then the other director's like, oh, what do I do? But everybody tries their best, you know. And if Endgame ended the whole MCU, I would have been happy with it, honestly. But I will continue this anyway, even if I think it should have ended it. I'm not going to grade Thor Love and Thunder, because I felt like I was watching 50-50 good and bad thing, a 50-50 thing. I'm not going to grade Thor Love and Thunder. I mean, I could, but I don't really see myself doing it. But Thor Love and Thunder I wouldn't watch again, even with the things that I did like about it. But there you go, guys. That was my review on Thor Love and Thunder. Comment down below, let me know below, what did you guys think of Thor Love and Thunder? I'm very interested to know. Even if you hated it, I understand. But some people like it. If you weren't a fan of Thor Ragnarok, you might like Thor Love and Thunder better. But if you did love Thor Ragnarok like I did, you might probably be disappointed with Thor Love and Thunder with its lack of humor. But I have a film series coming up, a classic film series. Look out for that, guys. I'm looking forward to bringing you up. And as always, guys, if you're new here, I'm a movie reviewer from the UK that likes to do movie reviews, along with classics on special occasions, when something new comes out, and just when I feel like it. And as always, guys, please feel free to leave a comment, like, subscribe, share this video, and notify that bell before you leave. And as always, until my next video, I shall see you then, and peace.